Hey everyone, this is Sharon from Sharonatsea Travel, and last Friday there was a big announcement made from the board of directors at CLIA, which is the Cruise Lines International Association. They made an announcement to suspend cruising even further out through September 15th. It left people panicked throughout the weekend. Are we going to cruise again in 2020? Are we not going to ever cruise again? You know, the cruise lines didn't put out the official announcement at that point, so everyone was in panic mode. So I have some updates for you right after this. All right, before we get started, if you like cruise and travel content and you are new here to the channel, please consider subscribing and don't forget to click the notification bell so you will get notified when we post new content or go live. We go live every Monday evening at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we talk all about cruising, travel, and so much more. So come join the fun. CLIA members carry about 95% of all the world's cruise ships. And Friday, they came out with an announcement, a big announcement, that they were going to further voluntarily suspend cruising until September 15th here in the US. Last week, Norwegian Cruise Line jumped the gun a little bit and they went ahead and announced that they were going to go ahead and suspend their cruise ships through October, with just a couple exceptions cruising in late September. So they already put their announcement out there, and so now the big wait here is with Carnival and Royal Caribbean. And the official word came through this morning from Carnival, and they have verified that cruises are officially extended, and they have various dates for particular ships and ports on this suspension. So I'm going to go over those with you in just a minute. So I know everyone wants to know what's going on, what's been canceled, when will we sail again. So I'm going to go through all the particular list here of dates and ports and things and let you know when this next suspension is supposedly going to end. So right now they have canceled all San Francisco sailings through 2020. So anything going out of San Francisco, stopping in San Francisco through 2020, all of 2020. The Carnival Sunrise, all sailings including October 19th of 2020. The Carnival Legend, all sailings including October 30th of 2020. All Carnival Radiance sailings through and including November 1st of 2020. You know, the Radiance is kind of in for a refurbishment, kind of transforming from the Victory, so that only makes sense that that's going to be delayed. I wouldn't even be surprised if that gets delayed even further than November 1st, but right now they're saying November 1st. All Carnival Alaska, Hawaii, and Trans-Pacific sailings through and including October 6th of 2020. And all other ships sailing through September 30th of 2020. So basically they have extended the bulk of all of their ships through September 30th of 2020. So they went on a little further than the September 15th. So maybe, you know, hopefully this time around, maybe they're allowing themselves a little more time to get it together. Let's hope for the best. They did put a little statement out saying, "We truly value our guests and appreciate your patience and understanding. To that end, we want to provide flexibility as you think about your future plans." So they have given you a couple of options here of what you can receive going forward. They have extended some of the dates out here. So of course, for a 5 days or less sailing, you can take a total refund if you're paid in full, or if you're paid in full, you can take a future cruise credit and receive an additional $300 onboard credit. Once again, that is for a 5-day or less sailing. Now, if you have not paid in full, you will not get that extra onboard credit. You will just receive your future cruise credit for the amount you've paid into the cruise. Same thing with 6+ day sailings, except for you will get $600 onboard credit. But everything else applies. You do have to rebook your cruise by May 31st of 2021, which has been extended from the previous suspension. And you can sail up until April 30th of 2023. So there you go. They've extended that out from December of 2022 to April 30th of 2023. Currently, we are still waiting on Royal's announcement. So we will keep you updated on that as that comes through later. Many people have questions as to why this is happening when restaurants, bars, hotels, theme parks, the airlines, everything else seems to be opening back up and running. And, you know, what's the holdup with the cruise lines? That's what everyone's saying. Everyone wants to get back out to cruising. Well, besides the fact that the CDC has not given them any official requirements yet to go by, so they're still kind of putting that into place on trying to keep us safe when we do get back out on the waters. You know, the ports, I think that's another area that, you know, people are saying the ports are all reopening. Why can't we get back out there? But realistically, they are in their first phases of reopening. So, you know, you can travel there by, you know, fly to an island right now and stay, but it's not really I wouldn't say maybe your typical fun vacation. You know, there's a lot of things you have to go through still when you get to the island. Some are requiring COVID-19 testing when you arrive and then being quarantined for a few days till the results come back. Some are making you submit a negative COVID-19 test prior to coming there. Some are requiring masks. There, of course, still social distancing. I mean, there's so many things going on, a lot of health screenings and things. So there's a lot of things still going on there. They're still in their first phases. And for what they're doing for the few passengers, you know, the few, I guess, tourists going there, flying there, isn't something that they are able to accommodate a whole cruise ship full of passengers right now. So I think since they're still in their first kind of phases of opening up, we need to wait until things are a little more opened up and, you know, they're able to accommodate us without quite as strict requirements. You know, I can't imagine a whole cruise ship full of passengers, even a small cruise ship, say there's 1,000 passengers, and having to get off and all either show a negative COVID test, have of course you wouldn't even have time to have a COVID test there, but you know, all the health screenings and whatnot. I mean, that could take hours and hours. You know, you would have no time in the port to even enjoy it. So, you know, there's a lot of things going on, and I think there's just so many more things that kind of have to be finalized and worked out before we can get back out on the waters. We try to give you just the facts here at Sharon at Sea Travel and not so much of our personal opinions, although one thing I will say is until the COVID-19 is a little less rampant in the U.S., I don't think the cruise ports are going to be quickly opening back up to us. I am going to say until the COVID-19 is less rampant here in the U.S., I don't think the cruise ports are going to be opening back up very quickly to the cruise passengers. So those are the details on the further extensions. Where's this going to go? Who knows? Nobody really knows at this time. I don't think the cruise lines even know. We will just have to wait and see. The best thing all of us can do to help get back out there to cruising sooner is to do our part in getting the COVID-19 rate lower here in the U.S. So don't forget to do your part, you know, continuous social distancing, wearing a mask, wash your hands frequently or use hand sanitizer frequently, and monitor your health and continue to remind friends and family to do the same. Hope this was helpful, and please leave a comment below on your thoughts on all the cruise line extensions. Thanks for watching.